guys, now today we are going to study the next chapter, chapter number 5, coal and petroleum. See, so first we have to understand about the resources. So, what are the resources? Resources are the sources or supply by which we are getting benefits directly or indirectly. Okay, so as you know that resources in our basic needs, we are using the sources material which we are getting by the nature, or some have been made by the human efforts. So first of all, the substances which we are obtaining from the nature, these are known as natural resources. And the substances which are prepared by human being, these are known as man-made resources. So we can say that resources are classified into two categories. One is natural resources and the another is man-made resources. What are natural? The resources and the substances which we are getting from the nature, these are known as natural resources. And the substance which are prepared by human beings, these are known as man-made resources. Okay. So what are resources? These are the sources of supply which we are getting benefits directly or indirectly. And these are classified into two categories. One is natural, another is man-made. Now see, in this chapter, we will study about the natural resources. So see, the natural resources are further classified into two categories. One is inexhaustible natural resources and another is exhaustible natural resources. We can say inexhaustible natural resources means the resources which are present in inexhaustible quantity, means they are inexhaust by human activities, means they cannot be exhausted by the human activities, cannot be finished by the human activities. So we can say that these type of resources are unlimited in nature. Exhaustible means finished. So these resources are finished, can be finished by the human activities or exhausted by the human activities. So these are known as exhaustible natural resources and these are limited in nature. We can say that inexhaustible natural resources are also known as renewable natural resources and exhaustible natural resources, these are known as non-renewable natural resources. Then we can say that what are inexhaustible? You can see here the define of the inexhaustible resources. The resources which are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. What are the inexhaustible natural resources? For example, sunlight and air. So these are unlimited in nature. Now, what is the define of exhaustible resources? The amount of these resources in nature is limited. They can be exhausted by human activities. For example, forest, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. So these are exhaustible natural resources. We can say that in this chapter we will study about the three type of natural resources: coal, petroleum and natural gas. These were formed from the dead remain of living organism. So these are also known as fossil fuels. Understood? Coal, petroleum and natural gas, these three types of natural resources were formed from the dead remains of living organism. So the dead remains of living organism are known as fossils. And these fossils are used as a fuel. So these are known as fossil fuels. So in this chapter we will study about the three types of fossil fuels: coal, petroleum and natural gas. So see, number first, we are going to study number first fossil fuel. This is coal. So first we have to understand about what are the characteristics of the coal. So number first, we can see that the coal is very hard as stone and it is black in color. And these are the characteristics of it. And what are the uses of coal? Number first, coal is one of the fuel used to cook food. Earlier, it was used in railway engines to produce steam to run the engines. It is also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity. Coal is also used as fuel in many industries. So next is we have to study the next how coal is formed. See, this is the story of coal. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forest in low-lying wetland areas. Due to natural processes like flooding, these forests got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal. Understood how coal is formed? Coal is formed about the 300 million years ago. Our earth has dense forest in low-lying wetland areas. Due to natural process like flooding, these forests buried under the soil, many layers of soil deposited over them. As they sank deeper and deeper, because of the earth temperature and pressure, they slowly converted into the coal. Do you know that what we can say the conversion of dead vegetation into coal? So the conversion of dead vegetation into coal is known as carbonization. Okay, so what is carbonization? The conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. You know that coal is formed by the dead remains of the vegetation. Vegetation means plants. That's why coal is also known as a fossil fuel. And what happened when we heated it? So when we heat coal, we can say that it produce which gas? Carbon dioxide gas, because you know that coal contain carbon. So when we burn it, for burning substance, oxygen is required. So when carbon react with oxygen, then it will form carbon dioxide gas. Then next you know that we have to study about the coal products. So we will study about the three types of coal products here. Number first is coke, another is coal tar, and the third is coal gas. See, number first is here. What is coke? It is tough, porous and black substance. And you have to remember this is the purest form of the carbon. Porous means it has a pores by which the liquid and the air can pass into it. Okay, so we can say that coke is, what are the properties of the coke? It is very tough, porous, black substance, and it is the purest form of carbon. Okay, now what are the uses of coke? It is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. So this is the first product that we are making from the coal. In many industries we are making it by the coal. See the second product of the coal, this is coal tar. So coal tar, what are the properties of it? It is a black, thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. So coal tar is a black, it is a thick liquid and it has an unpleasant smell. And it is not the purest form of the carbon. It is a mixture of about 200 substances. And what are the uses of it? So the products which obtained from coal tar are used for making synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, roofing materials, paints, etc. And one more is there, naphthalene bowls used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from coal tar. You have to remember one thing, that nowadays for making metallic roads we are using a petroleum product instead of coal tar. Its name is bitumen. So bitumen is a petroleum product. So nowadays we are using bitumen for making the metallic road surfaces. Now see the third coal product. This is coal gas. So now first question is, how coal gas is obtained? So you have to remember, when in industries we are making coke from the coal. So during the process for getting coke from the coal, a gas is released. This gas is actually a coal gas. Okay, so we can say that coal gas is obtained during the process of coal to get coke. And what are the uses of it? It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. One more thing you have to remember about the coal gas, that at the first coal gas was used in 1810 in London as a street lighting. Okay, so as a street lighting in 1810, coal gas was used in London. Now then after in 1820 it was used in New York as same as a street lightning. But nowadays we are using coal gas as a instead of a light source of energy, we are using as a heat of energy. Okay, so instead of light we are using as a source of heat nowadays. So we can say that coal gas is used in many industries as a for producing as a source of heat, as a source of energy. Understood? So these we have studied now about the resources, about the types of resources, about the natural resources, two types of natural resources, exhaustible and inexhaustible. Then we have studied about the fossil fuels. The first fossil fuel, coal. In coal, we have studied how coal is formed, and then we have studied about the three products of the coal: coke, coal tar, and coal gas. I hope you understood it clearly. Thank you, and the next fossil fuel we will study in the next video.